Hare Krishna, Namaste. There was a question posted through the Google form. Since the question is a single liner, I take the permission to make some assumption here and answer accordingly. If my assumption is not right from the question, or if I have not answered the actual question, kindly do post with follow-up question. Question is, can Jeeva become Purna or oneness? Before we start answering this question, like to mention that we have elaborated on topic of Jeevaatma in different chapters. In chapter 15, verse 16, there is a lot of details given on different types of Jeevaatma. And also in chapter 13, lot more discussion happened about Jeevaatma. So those two places would be good to refer to know more and lot about Jeevaatma. Now let's see the question. Can Jeeva become Purna or oneness? So I'm going to split this into two. Can Jeeva become Purna? And the second as, can Jeeva attain oneness? For the first question, Purna means complete. Purnam, complete. Without lack of anything. Can Jeevaatma become complete? If we consider the essential nature of the Jeevaatma, it is always complete. It lacks nothing. It is an existing entity which is eternal and full of knowledge. We don't experience its existence as eternal because we consider ourselves to be the body. So when we die, we think we are gone for good. But the Jeevaatma itself, Sat, and it is eternal, Nityam, and full of jnana, knowledge. But only thing we are not able to experience in this world is the bliss part, Ananda. That is due to being entangled in this body, encased into this body, which covers our true Ananda, our true knowledge. But through the process of bhakti, one will be able to feel that completeness, Purnam. If you are a technical person, you will understand what I'm trying to say now. In the computer, there are files, various files. If you have too many files, then we can club all the files together and make it into one file called zip file. This zip file is a single file which has many documents, all are compressed into it. But we need to know, or we need to have a software to unzip this file so that we can access the files within that zip file. We Jeevaatma are packed with so much of unlimited knowledge, but all that are zipped. And not only zipped, it is also password protected. So we don't have the passcode to unzip the real knowledge that we have within us. For that we need to have a spiritual guide, a guru in our life who can give us the passcode and teach us how to unzip the treasure that we have within us. If I ask you what car you have, and you may say some car, say for example I have a Toyota Camry, and then if I follow up with another question, what car would you like to have in future? Generally, people give so many different answers. Mostly they will come up with some other car which is expensive, more modern, etc. That means I am not satisfied with the car that I have. I want to go for something else. This is a human tendency. We are always looking for something than what we have. Likewise, we already have so much within us, but we are not accessing that. Once we know the technique, once we know how to access them, then we will not look for things which is outside us. When we realize what we have, we will be amazed and we will feel shame of ourselves that we have so much within us but was looking for things outside us. Therefore, the answer is Atma is complete in all given state, but that completeness is felt only when that Atma get connected to Paramatma through the process of Bhakti. So yes, we can feel that completeness provided we take a proper guidance from a proper, genuine Guru and follow his instruction and practice Bhakti towards Krishna. But an additional note to what we just spoke, even a person who connects to the Lord in this world will feel incomplete because he is still not satisfied. He really wants to have direct vision of the Lord and directly serve him. Until that point, he still feels that he is not complete yet. So when the Jeevaatma goes back to the spiritual world, he is being completely satisfied when he serves the Lord directly over there. Now the second part of the question is, can Jeeva attain oneness? Answer is yes. This is mentioned by Krishna himself in the 9th chapter. Ye bhajante tu mam bhaktya maite teshu chapyaham. That he said, those who are devoted to me through the process of bhakti, I am in them and they are in me. This is the oneness that is taught to us by Krishna. When bhakti matures to a stage, then the bhakta, the devotee, will see himself with the Lord, and he sees the Lord in anything and everything, also within him. In this way, he feels that he is not different from the Lord himself because he is part and parcel of the Lord. Likewise, the Lord doesn't feel to be separate from his devotees. There is a mutual competitive love between the Lord and his devotee. In this way, Paramatma and Jeevaatma is one. But let's be careful. That doesn't mean that Jeevaatma thinks himself to be God, or he becomes God, or he merges with God. None of those things are the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, even in the Vedas. Paramatma is separate and Jeevaatma is separate. Paramatma can never become Jeevaatma and Jeevaatma can never become Paramatma. The Jeevaatma can have the bhava, the mood of oneness through the process of bhakti. The devotee cannot be separated from the Lord. When he is separated, he feels miserable. When he is united, he feels blissful. So, the pure devotee never wants to become God. Rather, he wants to become God's eternal servant. In that service, such devotees feel the oneness with the Lord. And this can be attained through the process of devotional service, through the process of bhakti, by developing Krishna consciousness, by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, by following the guidelines given by the Acharyas and Krishna himself. And this is what said as a response to the question by our previous Acharyas. So we keep complete faith in their words and try to sincerely follow their instruction so we can feel that completeness and oneness with the Lord. I hope this answers the question. If not, as we said earlier, kindly post your question again with more details. Thank you. Hare Krishna.